Here's what's making news now around Indiana, brought to you by Smithville. Well, big news in Northeast Indiana. A buyer has been identified for the 31-acre former General Electric campus in Fort Wayne. Plans from Baltimore-based Cross Street Partners include commercial, residential, retail, and hotel components that Greater Fort Wayne Inc. CEO Eric Doden says could total more than $280 million. Evansville is back in the convention business. That's what Mayor Lloyd Winnecke said as the ribbon was being cut this week on the city's first full-service downtown convention hotel. The $61 million DoubleTree by Hilton, which was marked by multiple delays, is connected by Skywalk to the Ford Center and Old National Events Plaza. Indiana's historically strong commercial real estate market. It's showing no signs of slowing down as we enter 2017. But while the office and industrial markets are full steam ahead, there are some troubling signs in the retail sector. What else can we expect in the year ahead? For some answers, we turn, as always, to Cushman and Wakefield's Vice President of Research, Jason Tolliver. And Jason, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Gary.
As always. Okay, let's get right to it. Lots to talk about. Again, historically strong commercial real estate market, and it's showing really no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, really strong year for commercial real estate across the state in 2016. And when we look at 17 starting so much more stronger, if you will, in terms of the drivers for commercial real estate looking forward, there's no reason to think that's really going to slow down.
Yeah, so you're saying the start in 2017, even better than a year ago.
Oh yeah, much stronger start to the year without question. And then capping off such a strong year in 16, I think you're going to see really all segments firing on all cylinders.
All right, let's take a look at some of those segments. The office market has, after being down for a number of years, continues to really be sailing along.
You know, it does, and not just in central Indiana, but you see rebounds in Evansville and Fort Wayne and around the state. And really, I think the key trend there is tower transformations. It's capital being reinvested back into the properties to attract the tenants to kind of continue that virtuous cycle.
What are some examples? You see these towers, these are older office towers that are being redone?
Yeah, Market Tower in downtown Indianapolis would be a perfect example of that. I mean, a lot of the towers in downtown locations were built in the 80s and 90s, and they're just in need of newer amenities that can help attract tenants.
The industrial market, it seems to be a broken record there every year, talking about great activity. Any signs of the industrial market slowing?
You know, not at all. 7 straight years of record growth. That's going to continue in 2017 without question.
And again, statewide in terms of that strength?
Yeah, you really see it. I mean, at first it was really led by central Indiana, but you see great things coming out of New Albany. You're seeing strong rebounds in Kokomo, South Bend, and the northwest portions of the state as well. So really, I think when we look across the state and we really look at all size spectrums, really strong performance.
All right, let's talk about the retail market, because this is one where there's kind of some ominous clouds out there. And as we look nationally, we're seeing a lot of retailers, a lot of big names closing stores.
Yeah, so retail is really what I would call a bundle of contradictions. So the property markets themselves and commercial real estate demand are actually doing pretty well, but there's certainly a lot of closures, and that's going to roll out and continue to take place in 2017 without question. Now, not all of them will be in Indiana, but some will. So retail's always been a very difficult business. It's just becoming increasingly more challenging with the effects of e-commerce.
And should mention, though, a big story here in Indiana will be the opening in Fishers of IKEA later in the year.
Right, yeah. At the end of the day, Americans love to shop, and so that's a great addition to the central Indiana marketplace, if you will, but those types of developments and really those Class A locations are going to continue to perform very well.
As we wrap up, looking ahead in 2017, you're calling it the Trump effect.
Yeah.
What do you see in your crystal ball?
I think that what we know so far of the administration bodes well for commercial real estate demand. So I think you're going to see stronger growth in the near term, perhaps in the medium term. I think you get further out, it becomes more difficult. The wild card is really trade relations. That is the one thing that is has the potential to derail growth.
All right, great information. Lots to look forward to as well. Jason Tolliver, as always, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Gary.
Talk to you soon. Well, thanks for watching Inside Indiana Business on YouTube. For the latest statewide business news, be sure to visit InsideIndianaBusiness.com and subscribe to our free daily e-newsletters by clicking on the link.